Hello, Capricorn. Welcome. Thank you for being here. There's going to be a general briefing of dealing with and what their intentions are towards you. Of course, everything may not resonate, so take what does and leave the rest. And for more tarot readings after this, please check out my wife's channel at Three Tarot She's review as well. Thank you. All right, let's see what's going on. Hey, let's not get bent today, Crosswatcher. Let's not do it. Let's not do it. I just read this energy. For Taurus and who they're asking about are dealing with Capricorn. Exact same energy. But hey, we'll go with it. Damn, they're like the world. Well, they don't fucking drop it. Okay, it is what it is then. It is what it is. So if it is what it is, Crosswatcher, then why is it the Four of Swords reversed? I guess just jumping right in, Capricorn, since they kind of want to be direct. I guess not too direct though, because what do you mean Four of Swords reversed? How is it that they're so quick, and I mean so quick, to be like, yeah, what the fuck ever, but then in the same breath, they're the opposite of Zen. They're the opposite of Zen. Wow. Okay. Let's see where they decide to take it. The Three of Cups reversed. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. So they're choosing to kind of. Is that a third party between the two of you, or is that them just faking it? I don't know. It's like they're trying to. They're feisty. They're trying to be okay, but clearly they're far from okay. Far from okay, Capricorn. Far from okay. I don't know what exactly is taking place, what is going on. Well, that makes sense. The connection, there's a Two of Cups. The connection between the two of you is not okay either. I don't know if there are substances, addictions, or vices in this. It could be. There also could be a third party energy in this somehow, some way. I don't know yet. They are so off their center, there might be substances or vices or addictions in this. Whether it's drink or whether it's smoke, it is what it is. There could be substances. Um, I don't know what that is. They're kind of giving me this energy of like my way or the highway. I don't know what that is, Capricorn. That is like steer. It's almost energy. Like I feel like I almost want to or have to like steer clear. I feel like I should tell you steer clear of this, Capricorn, because off the rails here a little bit, and Taurus's title of who they were dealing with, they're asking about. They're spiritually blind to what Taurus has been trying to tell or show them. This is very similar to that. This is like out of my way. I'm getting whatever I want. I'm going after whatever I want, or I'm going after whoever I want. I don't know what that is. It's kind of like to hell with anything and to hell with anybody else and out of my way. Out of my energetically, it's like out of my way. They want to kind of like shove and push and shove and push. Um, okay. So they're a little bit rowdy. Are they scrappy? Do they like to kind of square up, or what is it? Because they're saying it's like possibly because the connection between the two of you isn't the greatest, they might be in this type of mentality where just kind of be careful and watch out, Capricorn, is what I'm saying. Be careful and watch out. This is like if they're not happy, no one around them is going to be happy. Because energetically, what I am looking at is me, 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 me. That's all I'm looking at. There's an energy where clearly there's a connection of some sort that's not on good terms right now. And this is like, yeah, Capricorn, we're fine. Yeah, we're fine. Yeah, but it's like they're edgy, they're pissy, they're like, I'm fine, leave me alone, don't bother me, don't get in my way. It's weird. It's like don't get in my way. It's like, okay. And even they know off the rails, they're like, I don't know where this is going, but it's like, okay. What is going on? Excuse me. This is, I don't know how to explain this, Capricorn. Emotionally speaking, it is doing this. That I have to go here today. That is either substances and vices, or unfortunately, that is something of, and I don't say this all that often. BPD. I don't say it all that often. I don't even say it because I don't like to bring that kind of stuff into this. But emotionally speaking, if that is not addiction, substances, and vices, I am looking at bipolar disorder. Because when it comes to these types of emotional swings, that is the only thing that makes sense to me. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But this energy changes very, very quickly to the point where it almost doesn't make sense. Unless it does make sense to them. I don't know. It's like the way you think it would be, it's not, and the way it's not, it is to them. And it's like, yeah, the emotions are just, the emotions aren't the emotions aren't stable. The emotions aren't stable, Capricorn, and that's what I was kind of wondering. Um, there could be, unfortunately, I don't want to say this either. Depression, substances, vices, and addictions. I don't say that either, and I don't like to bring that into the readings either. But depression could also be a cause for substances and vices. It could be, they could be masking with substances and vices these certain kind of things that might be going on with them. Like I said, I could be wrong, but once again, I'm looking at that pendulum swing of one moment everything's fine, the next minute nothing is fine. The next moment everything's fine, the next minute nothing is fine. And I'm looking at these extremes on the opposite ends of this scale. If you were to kind of measure this, in between these, this back and forth bar chart, if you will, between emotions and thoughts that are going back and forth very, very quickly. There's no middle or medium in the dynamic. And for some reason, when it comes to them understanding and realizing like something deeper, something more beneath the surface is going on with them and kind of being brought up, and things the waters are beginning to boil, When those waters and those emotions and those thoughts begin to boil, even that is something that they're kind of like resisting. And unfortunately, it is something between the two of you. This is such an energy where they'll be snappy, they'll pop off, they'll talk some shit, they'll say something. Then emotionally speaking, they'll just kind of snap and pop, and it's like, what is going on here? What is going on beneath the surface? What is that? There's clearly some sort of healing that needs to be done. And I say needs to be because otherwise, if it's, if healing doesn't take place, unfortunately, this is a situation that gets kind of worse with, through and over time. To acknowledge oneself in what you're doing and what you're going through and what you're feeling and what you're thinking and what you're experiencing. Otherwise, you get to substances and vices and you start dealing with denial. There's a tower. Do take care of yourselves mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. Seriously. I'm looking at a mental breakdown. Seriously. Do take care of yourselves. I'm looking at a mental breakdown. Possibly a panic attack. Hopefully not worse. Yeah, Capricorn. This is a little bit. This isn't, and that's what I'm talking about. That is something different. That is something different. I do advise, if it is to a certain extent or level or degree, do not be afraid to seek out professional help. Do not. I wouldn't suggest or advise trying to diagnose the situation or evaluate the situation on your own. If it is that serious and severe, do seek out professional help. There's nothing wrong with asking for help. There's nothing wrong with seeking help, especially when it comes to professional advice or guidance. Um, this is energetically all over the place. This is all over the place. This is a situation, and this is what I'm talking about. I'm looking at a mental breakdown, a panic attack, something severe. The next second, the Eight of Cups, I don't care. It's an energy of total breakdown and then just nothing. And then, as if none of this is happening or taking place, it switches back over to, okay, let's just do something else. And it's like, there's something going on. There's something going on. So just keep an eye out, keep a heads up. Um, goodness, goodness. I don't want to say manic, but possibly. Like I said, I could be wrong. I'm not an expert with this type of thing, but keep a lookout. Goodbye.